All right, I'm getting dressed up, ready to go down and see the bees. I'm going to try something new today so I can take my videos. I'm still not comfortable going down there without gloves. So I'm going to cut the tip off of this hardy glove here so I can actually operate my phone. And that way I'll be able to take videos as I pull the frames out. Since I'm doing the inspection alone and I really don't want to set up the tripod just yet. It's kind of a cloudy day. It's about noontime, so hopefully all the bees are out doing what they're doing. I know I got a couple yellow jackets flying around my shed here. They're not my bees, but I'm gonna get suited up and go down. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're down here at the beehive. I got my finger thing cut out. Worked good. I was able to turn my video on. I just want to set it up for a little things we're doing today. There is decent activity out of both hives. There's the Cowboys hive coming in and out both doors. Giants hive, definitely more activity on the left door than the right door. I think it's June 2nd today, and what I'm definitely doing is removing these feeders today. I think in my Penn State course, I said to keep feeders through May. I'm in the northeast region, Pennsylvania. And actually, we were still getting snow like 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is ridiculous. But now the weather's pretty good. The bees seem to be doing fine. I know when I walk out to my truck every morning, there's a crap load of pollen all over it. So there's definitely enough stuff for them to eat or do whatever they do. I got my smoker going, and we're going to open them up and see what we got going on inside. First observation is that I may have let this feeder on there too long. You see they built some comb up into there. And this is the feeder I pulled out, which was completely empty. I just filled it up a week ago, but look what's happening underneath. So, I mean, if I was to look at a positive out of this, I would say that they look pretty vibrant. And they're building comb, so I would say that this hive is definitely ready for their super, because they only have one box. They were really weak before, but it looks like a lot of the brood is hatched out, and I will be removing this box today and putting the second level on like I was able to do for the Cowboys last week. So the initial inspection is looking pretty promising. Like I said, this is the Giants hive. This was my weaker hive, but I see activity right to the edges of both boxes. So they're really filled up. Look at all them bees. And this is just on top. Let me show you what the smoker does. So just when you give them a couple puffs of smoke, they kind of disperse. I'm gonna have to get that honeycomb off the top there. You don't want them building that there. It all sticks everything together. See how they just kind of go down in. I try to pull a hive or two out and show you how many bees are on there. I don't really want to disturb this queen. Apparently she's doing pretty good. So I put the box up there. This is all the stuff they were building on the bottom of the feeder. So I'll smoke that, and I'll just leave that out in front of the hive for tonight and let them all find their way back in. And normally during my inspections, these bees kind of disperse. By the time I get done, they're going to probably all be gone too. If not, I'll do the same thing. I'll just lean it up. I'm probably going to pull all the honeycomb off the bottom there. Might taste a little bit of their honey just to make sure it's okay. Quality control. But let me pull a couple hives out of here, or a couple frames out of here, and see what's going on. All right, I'm going to try this. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I just saw the queen. Right there she is. I don't know if you can see her. Where'd she go? She was on this frame. Like, I have a lot of bees in this hive now. I really don't want to drop this frame. Did she go underneath? pollen pockets there. See them? She was just like big and dark. I mean, it was like, I was just thinking like, I wonder if I'm gonna see the queen. And all of a sudden she was like, boom. Tried to get my phone out, didn't work. So I don't know if you saw her. Up. Is that her? No, they're too big. The wings. Yeah. I was getting concerned because I really didn't see any eggs, but there's a lot of larvae. But now I came to this one. I don't know if you can see the eggs down in there. So I do have eggs. I do have a queen. Wish I could see her again, but boy, they are elusive. They do not like the light. And just as fast as I find her, she's gone. Oh, I might have just got stung for the first time. Yes, I did, on my thumb. It hurts. But you can see I still have brood. Doing pretty good. There's some, let's see down in there. I don't know if it's going to focus. Some larvae down in there. Got some pollen bread. Yeah, so I think this hive's doing okay. So I'm going to add another box on top. I'm not going to disturb them anymore. I don't want to irritate the queen. I got to go get that, and then I'll come back. They already seem a little irritated. I don't know if you can. Yeah, they weren't flying around like this when I got there. I think that's a war fly. That's a warpath there. But yeah, so every time I got to bring stuff down to these bees, I had to go up this hill, around obstacles, to way up there. I keep everything in my barn. And they're way down there. You know, let me make it look steeper than it really is. But once you get past 25 or 30, even a slight incline makes it tough. And I got to bring a lot of stuff down today. So my activity button on my watch will be happy, but the heart monitor won't. All right, I'm probably going to switch these hive inspections into 2 videos because they always take a long time and I know they get boring. But I brought the super down. It's a deep for the Giants hive. Got a box of 10 new empty frames there that I'm going to use. And all I'm going to do is probably move 2 or 3 of these hives that have, or frames that have bees on them, up to the 2nd level. So I'm going to put a couple of empty frames down in the bottom here. I'm going to try not to, I know the queen's on a black frame, so none of the black frames are going to come up, and they have brood on them anyway. I just kind of want to move honey frames up. I heard that the honey kind of gives a barrier for the queen. So in theory is the bottom is where she's going to lay her eggs. The 2nd level is going to be where they're going to store their food for the winter. The 3rd level, that's all me. So what I'm going to do after I put this back together, these bees seem a little agitated. I'm going to give them some time to calm down, maybe go up and eat lunch, and then I'll come down and take another video when I open the Cowboys hive there, because that one I'm going to add, I'm pretty sure, the 2nd super to, which is a generic flow hive system, which is very interesting to me. I don't have to centrifuge my honey, and I think that's going to take a little more time, so I don't want to waste, I don't want to have a 40 or 50 minute video. So let me put this back together, and what I'll do after I get this hive back on there, I'm just going to take the feeder and shake the bees down in there. I'll take the honeycomb up and let everybody dip their finger in the honey that they're making. It's pretty sweet. It's nice. And we'll go on from here. I'll inspect them again next week and see how they're doing. But I'm happy that I found the queen. I don't know if I came up on the video or not. I mean, I saw her. She's big, she's dark. And mainly I could tell she's a queen because her wings were only like half the size of her body. You know, a couple times I see a drone and I think it's the queen. I get excited, but their wings are right down to their butt, and that's not how the queen rolls. So she was definitely the queen. She was massive, and I'm very happy. This is the first time I found her in this hive. So let me put this back together before they get even more angry. By the way, this is working pretty good. The finger thing. In fact, you can use your finger. Don't forget to smash up that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. So here's what I did. The ones with the barcodes on there are the new ones. So this frame, and this frame are, oh, hello, are old frames that I brought up that just have honey on them. And I don't know if you can hear this. The only reason I'm doing this another one, because they are buzzing. It's such an incredible sound. I know they're talking to each other. It was not this noisy when I came down here, but it's just this slow hum. It's really incredible. Almost a little intimidating, but so the finger thing worked good. I'm gonna add the screen right on top of here and put the lid back on, and they're gonna be covered up for another week. Oh, wait, no, you know what I'm gonna do before I do that is just try to shake these bees down in. There you go. So that will help out to get them back into where they gotta go. Cover them up. And that's it. I'll put the roof on. I'm gonna go post this video and have lunch, give them a little time to calm down, and then come down and rustle up these girls over here. Pretty excited. Especially since I think this is my weaker hive. I am really interested to see what this hive over here is doing. So I'll be back soon. Yeah, this isn't good. I really don't know what happened here. There's no water in here, but as you can see, there is a lot of dead bees. And they also have honeycomb buildup in here. I'm guessing just because it's convenient. You know, it's close to the, that's kind of depressing. I mean, no beekeeper wants to see that. That's just sad. And I really don't know why it's empty. Unless they drowned earlier. I had the screen on top of here and everything. I don't know. I mean, I didn't go to lunch yet. I couldn't help it. I was down here. I wanted to check in here, but I mean, look at this. That is, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So apparently it hasn't affected the hive too much. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll leave that out here so they can get back in. See, look, already those bees are almost gone. But what I'm seeing, no bees on this frame, but I got them on this one, this one, this one, all the way over to this one. So it's just the two outside frames, and you know, what they said, the rule of thumb was if they're bees on 8 frames, you can add another layer. So that's what I'm gonna do. You can see a lot of the white comb in between there. The only thing I don't understand is why they're building it together like that. It's really hard to pull that out of there, but I'm not too concerned about this because this is their section. And you'll see as the video goes on here what I'm using. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's my first year doing bees. I almost don't care if it works or not. If it does work, it's great. Look at that. Damn it. Just got stung again. That's twice today. Oop. Yeah, so they're pretty irritated. So like I said, I'm gonna go up and take lunch. I'll come down, I'll take this apart and show you, but that's definitely gonna happen. I just wanted to see if they were up in here enough, and they definitely are. So I already found the queen in here a couple times, and there is just a ton of bees in there. I can see them all over the place. So I know at least 2 of them died today because I got stung on my left thumb and on my right, whatever that is, right below my pinky. So that's it. Let me go get the stuff I'm going to bring down here. And I hope you find this interesting, because I hope it works. But like I was saying before, if it doesn't, I mean, I'll just chalk it up to a lesson learned. My bees aren't going to go away. But if it does work, it's like one of the greatest inventions when it comes to beekeeping.